Are we devaluing our life? Suppose someone devalued our life, calling it worthless. We would protest and protest fiercely. Yet, we often undervalue the resource necessary for doing anything valuable with our life. That resource is our consciousness. Why is our consciousness so important? Because doing anything valuable requires an alert or adept consciousness. If our consciousness is distracted, we can waste or lose things that are valuable. For example, we might misplace a wallet, or we might waste time on trivial things. Now, how do we undervalue our consciousness? By failing to notice it, and thereby failing to notice what is coming into it. Our consciousness is like our inner workspace. Suppose we had a workspace, we would arrange things carefully over there so that we could access them efficiently and work effectively. We wouldn't let anyone come in arbitrarily and disrupt things over there. But unfortunately, we let distracting desires, we let wanton desires, negative emotions, stray impulses, and hundreds of other things come into our consciousness and dissipate it. And then we wonder why we feel distracted, de-energized, even dysfunctional. The Bhagavad-gita itself demonstrates the dramatic power of consciousness. Now, if we consider consciousness to be like our inner workspace, then disruption of consciousness disrupts not just our work life, but our family life, our social life, our spiritual life. Indeed, unfocused consciousness means wasted life. So Arjuna was about to fight the most important war of his life, and suddenly, as his consciousness became filled with confusion, he became paralyzed. Visrujya sasharam chapam shokasam vigna manasaha. That is, a consciousness became filled with grief, lamentation, with confusion and lamentation, and he became powerless. And what the Gita essentially did is help him to value his consciousness and then to fill his consciousness with the things of utmost value, that is, spiritual insight and spiritual purpose. And thus he was able to act effectively, heroically, successfully. By studying the Gita, we too can learn to value our consciousness. And then as we learn to note what distracts our consciousness, what focuses it, and how we can direct our consciousness appropriately, then we all will be better empowered to use our life to do the things of maximum value. Thus, to value our life, we need to value our consciousness. If we undervalue our consciousness, we devalue our life.